Hello guys, and welcome to episode 5 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough, playing as Chungsu on Rising Tide. And today, well, we need to sort out our food problems. I'm hoping that I can sort out my research sooner than later so that I can get the cloning plant from genetic design. I'm also thinking of maybe going toward chemistry. You can see here I've taken the recommendation of you guys in the comments. I've been reading all the comments like I always do, and someone suggested that I put the research filter to food so I could see all the technologies that provide me with food buildings, and that was very useful. But I'm already researching towards genetic design after I finish alien life forms, so that's perfectly okay. The other thing that I was suggested was to research chemistry so that I can get the petroleum on the map sooner than later. Also, getting the laboratories in the cities will help Ark like me, apparently, because Ark likes science. Now, obviously, throughout this campaign, I'm not like a god on Beyond Earth. I don't know what I'm doing entirely. I've just played the game a lot. You know, there are still a lot of things I have to learn about the game, and I very much appreciate you guys taking the time in the comments to tell me new stuff about the game. Also, if I seemingly ignore some of your advice, it's generally because the episodes are pre-recorded. So, Zhongsang is starving. Now, I was hoping that I might be able to use a grower slot if I had one, but I don't. So yeah, we're currently getting 1. Is that per turn? Yeah, I think it is. So hopefully Zhongsang won't lose a population just yet. Let's move on to the next turn. It's taking a long time to process some of these AI turns. I'm hoping they're not too big. There's a lot going on with the Franco-Iberians, apparently. They're being attacked by aliens again there and over here. Is that my cutter? No. Or is it? Yes, it is. Okay, well, I'm going to have to run away from that engagement. Unless I have any resource pods nearby that I can travel towards. I don't think there is any. Let's head down... Oh, bollocks. Okay, never mind. We bounced off an alien ripper there. I kind of want to go around it, but that's just going to sit in the way, and I'm probably going to get attacked by this manticore and the ripper in the next turn. Now, another thing that I was suggested to do, actually... This is an alien nest on this tile. If I tile over that by buying this tile, okay, like that, then what I can do is wait 40 turns, and in 40 turns, all of the aliens will become friendly, and that will be very useful. So I'm definitely going to go towards that because I do want to get like harmony going, and I do want to start leashing some of this alien life. I think that's a really cool new mechanic that you can use in Beyond Earth. It's something that was really missing before Rising Tide, for sure. Anyway, I'm thinking of moving Zhongsang soon. I do realise that it will destroy the tile that I move it towards, but I'm probably going to head down here towards these reserves of floatstone and xenomass and the plankton here. So we'll start moving in this direction, I think. And this settlement here can start moving in a similar direction as well. So we'll head towards this floatstone, maybe the algae. If we go right a tile first, and then go down a tile like that, we can grab all of those tiles there. Anyway, we need to choose something to do at Zhongsang, and we're going to work on the spy agency now. That's what I was planning to do. And then when I get the 3 agents from the spy agency, we should be able to get level 2 agents. So we found a resource pod with this explorer, I don't know, did I accidentally move that and just explore it then? Or did I just click on the message? I don't know. Anyway, that's fine. 60 energy is alright. I think I'm more likely to get artifacts from the ruins, so setting up expeditions basically. So I'm probably going to want to work on that, like pop out another explorer and start doing that, because there is a lot of progenitor ruins nearby myself, and there's plenty all over the map. Look at all of these things. We got a sunken spacecraft there, that can be done. We've got 2 alien skeletons. We've got a progenitor ruin there, one there, and one there. So many like ruins to take advantage of, and I bet you we're going to get the artifacts from those instead. Right, let's continue on to our next turn. Cavitha does not like my military strength right now. And Franco Iberia is still killing aliens. And like I said, I'm going to get attacked by the Manticore and then the Ripper afterward. My cutter is still alive. Just. I'm thinking I'm just going to heal that up and move it back towards my own territory. I'm not particularly concerned with vetting up those units at the moment, so that's not an issue. Another alien nest discovered. We seem to be finding a lot of them. 7 turns until siphon energy in Mandira is complete, and then we can start siphoning science instead, because we do want to boost our tech quite a lot. I think that would be very, very helpful. Relationship with Cavitha Thakur in jeopardy. Yeah, it's gonna break down into war very soon. I don't know if it can do that. If your respect gets too low, then maybe you can just go straight into war without even declaring. Who knows? Anyway, quest decision. Here we go. We can finally get the +1 production from trade depots. I thought we had already done that quest in like a previous episode, but apparently we hadn't. So there it is anyway, and that will clear my mind. Now we need to find out what we want to do with this settlement. I think we're going to start off with the classic Old Earth relic, get more culture. We do have +26 per turn coming in at the moment, which is rather nice. Do we have the trade at Zhongshan? Yes, we do. That was another thing that I was told about. At the top, above the where it says Zhongshan, you can see over. If I hover over this, it tells me how many trade routes I have going. So Dangyi doesn't actually have one, and when I save enough energy, I'll buy a trade vessel. Actually, it's working on a trade vessel at the moment, so never mind. So, but we'll get that on the go, and that will help us get even more culture, because I think there is another place I can trade with that will give me loads of culture. I think it was Lalibela was the name of the station. Right, this cutter can continue to move downward. And that's all. And now Cavitha likes my city count. And so does Elodie. Because we have the same amount. All of a sudden. Very strange. Well, aren't I glad that I gave my cutter some health. Wow. Another resource pod searched. And I think I'm probably going to head back towards my own land now, get some expedition modules and start looking at these ruins. The other thing I could do is head up to this resource pod if it is still there, which I think it is. It's a bit far away though, will take ages to get there. Let's head back towards our settlement now, get that expedition module and start picking up these progenitor ruins. This cutter, I don't know what to do with him. He's just literally driving around and getting hit by every alien he passes by. So that's not very good. As for this cutter, let's go explore this direction, because I want to open up this fog of war. That agreement recommendation at the top there wasn't quite going away. Let's have a look at our potential agreements actually. So what was the one that it was saying I should get? Black markets, +8 capital city defense strength per occupied trade route slot. It's not actually that good at all. Oh, but some of these agreements are actually really cheap to support. I think it's because they're not very good. What's this one? Reusable vehicles. Each orbital unit launched reduces production costs for future orbital units by 1%. Wow. Is that permanently? Because surely eventually they would become free if you launched 100 orbital units. That could be potentially really OP. Anyway, we're going to continue skipping turns. And the respect lost again for military unit strengths. Alrighty, I am finally gonna sleep until healed that cutter. Actually, not there, I'll do it. Oh, I don't want to do it there either. I'll do it there. Hopefully we can get some health back on that cutter and then drive it back towards our settlements. Or sail it, I guess you would say, because it's on water. Ah, a resource pod. How wonderful. A free solar collector, that's always nice. We can put that up over Zhongsang. Get some more energy going. And that's all once again. So Suzanne Fielding not liking the fact I don't have as much science as her. I also lost respect for my offensive military activity. I'm missing opportunities. Okay, so she doesn't like the fact I'm not being aggressive. That's really weird. I'm just gonna stop mentioning it, because honestly it's just ridiculous how much my respect is going up and down with some of these nations. It's just not worth following. I think the only time I'm actually going to care is when I actually go into diplomacy with them. Wow. I'm just hoping my spy agency will finish whilst I still have an agreement with ARC. I have absolutely no idea why the AI hate the Hydra Coral so much. I guess it's just to get more XP with their, like, military units, I would assume. Anyway. We're just skipping again, I think. We need to move on this boat. And we're finding loads of resource pods in this fog of war, which is really nice. So we're picking up on all of those, giving us a little bit of a boost. I kind of think that I shouldn't have done that quest, because it's making the end turns last forever. Just watching all of these AI attack the Hydra coral. It's so silly.
We have discovered alien life on our new world. Unsurprisingly, it grows, reproduces, dies, and cannot understand French.
Okay, so alien life forms complete. We can now build the alien preserves, which is nice. We need 2 of them, or 3 of them, in order to complete one of our quests. And that requires level 3, but we'll be able to leash alien units soon.
This morning I saw flocks in flight, herds moving about the plain, and listened to the sound of water mixing with the morning chorus. And I wept at the beauty of it all.
So trade routes can be made through miasma now. Once we get to purity, we'll get +1 culture per level of harmony or purity. That's all purity. Okay, so I guess it takes the highest number. And new upgrades are available. So let's choose those. Get this gunboat upgraded. What are we going to go for? I think we're going to go against sea units. And for the ranger, we are going to get +30% when defending against ranged. Awesome. For this quest, we are going to get extra health from Farmer Labs. And in Dangyi, what do we want to do here? I'm thinking we work on a Farmer Lab there, or a thorium reactor. Let's go for the thorium reactor. We'll establish a trade route with a station if we can. Is there no other stations? Maybe we could trade with Ark, and that would make them like me a little bit more. Although they're going to benefit more than we would by doing so. Like if we traded with Citadella, that gives us a lot of energy and science. If we trade with our own settlements, we get extra production in Dangyi. But we get more food in Zhongsang. I'm really annoyed. I swear there was more stations on the map that I would be able to trade with, unless they've been destroyed by the AI. In which case, that's just really annoying. I think I'm going to go for Zhongsang to get this extra production and food, because Zhongsang was going to starve. And by doing the trade between the 2 settlements, I think that's mutually beneficial for both settlements, for sure. Okay, we need to think about moving this settlement at some point as well. Maybe after I finish that thorium reactor. I haven't moved a settlement yet, which I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Should I be focusing on that? I don't know. If you have any ideas about it, please let me know in the comments. 100 research from that. We're chunking through the genetic design research. Just really waiting for this spy agency to finish. That will open us up a lot of opportunities. The other thing I can do is use up some of this energy on a building. I'm thinking maybe getting the network in Zhongsang. So just watching Hydra coral die everywhere at the moment. Ah, no way. How annoying is that? We failed to siphon energy again. What a joke. It was nearly at the end there. 70% chance of success as well. Well, let's just go again. Third time lucky. Hopefully that's giving experience. I think it is. Let's have a look if we can purchase a building here. Now, a network's going to cost me 640, so maybe we can buy something in our new settlement. Maybe a trade depot would be good. Actually, no, they stopped you from building trade depots, didn't they? Because it was OP. Okay, so we're building the old Earth relic. We don't need to speed that up. Maybe we could get a site nursery. Yeah, we'll get the site nursery there. That'll give us a little bit extra production. And science. Okay. Very nice. Continue exploring downward. I was tempted to go right, but I thought there would be a sneaky resource pod just here, so that's good. We found that. We'll go pick that up and then we'll start heading right and reveal what's in this fog. Hopefully more resource pods. The explorer's slowly making its way back to Zhongshan. That's the other thing I could have bought. I might buy one of those next with my energy, is another explorer. So things are going pretty slow at the moment. Duncan Hughes, again, I'm gaining respect with him because of culture. And let's develop a new virtue. Speaking of culture, do we want to go for the plus 25% more yields from trade routes to my own cities? That could very well be useful. We could also go to social mores and then to laboratory apprenticeship. Yeah, let's go for social mores first. Because the plus 0.25 culture will help us get another virtue quicker. So it's better to go for that first, I think. 500 though needed. It's going to take 18 turns to get another virtue. So we got the resource board there, another 100 science. It's definitely skipping some turns from this genetic design. So now, Brasilia's like, hey, your units are really good, but then like other nations are like, oh, your military is really bad. It doesn't make sense. I have no idea what's really affecting it. I guess later on in the game it'll become obvious because I'll get significant leads in certain areas, but it's just at the moment it's going backwards and forwards like a bloody yo-yo. My relationship with Kutama's in jeopardy as well. And he's pretty close. That could be bad news. I'm trying to look for a location, really, for another settlement. Maybe north of me would be a good idea. There's a really nice area up there. To the left side of the screen. I'm not going to move the screen because it's going through the end turn. Right, now we can. Over here, we have the shells, we got the float stone, silica, fraxite. Don't think we really need the fraxite. We could get fraxite mines and get the extra technology from that, but it's not really what I need. We could also go near this titanium. Or we could go further afield, maybe up towards this float stone. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter until we actually have another colonist to use. So we won't worry about it too much at the moment. Let's get the trade depot building in this settlement. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name again. It was just embarrassing last time. Keep this cutter on the move, and that's everything done. On to the next turn again. So Ark's liking my production rate. But Duncan Hughes isn't liking my energy reserves. This is so silly. It honestly doesn't make sense in my opinion. But there we go. Quest decision. Do we want +3 energy from thorium reactors or +1 production? I think because thorium reactors are specialized for energy, I think we're just going to get more energy from it. That will boost our energy income quite a bit. Especially considering we're building another one. And we have found a resource pod, so that's always good. 60 energy from that. I'm guessing what I'll actually do is use my energy either for another explorer. How much does that actually cost? 240. Yeah, okay, so we will do that, and then the one after, with energy, we'll buy a trade vessel for this settlement. Our spy agency nearly finished. I need to check that I still have that agreement in place. Yes, I do. Okay, that's good. My cutter being attacked again. Leave it alone. So what's this? The quest complete for your eyes only. Ah, that is for the spy network thingamajiggy. And Stepan versus the New World. In a stunning discovery, our covert operatives have confirmed the existence of an underground slave trade. Their work has exposed warehouses across the colony where nearly 200 men and women were forced into factory labour. Their origins sound even more amazing. Located among the rescued was Stepan, the original author of the smuggled letter. Is that supposed to say questioned by our government? He described his people's incredible situation. You know, we were originally engineers. Back on Earth, we gave up everything to have our families smuggled on board your colony's craft. But by building our own stasis containers and leeching from your ship's supply of drugs, most of us survived the journey here. However, upon arriving on our new planet, the smugglers turned on their clients. They were kept behind closed doors and forced into factory labour to work off their debts. Now that these captives have been freed, our colony faces an important decision. The stowaways are clearly incredible survivors, but our colonists were chosen for a reason. With our future still uncertain, can we risk sharing our supplies with criminals? We are going to reject the stowaways. So, testing at the clinic has revealed something interesting about the castaways. Though they survived the journey across space, their stasis leaching solution wasn't perfect. Foreign chemicals would seep into individuals' bloodstreams, resulting in extremely strong immune systems. This resilience could give them a sizable advantage in this alien wilderness, which might do them well, because there's no way they can stay among our people. Now that most of the castaways have recovered from their time in captivity, their crimes must be punished. So what do we want to do? I think we want to go towards Harmony first. So we shall enlist the castaways. And with that done, a lovely bit of reading, unfortunately it has been my time. So I think we're making progress slowly but surely. We will have our covert operatives to use this turn. We have 3 new ones and they are all rank 2, so our agreement with ARP definitely paid off, which is really nice, and we can assign those to different settlements and start leeching loads of energy from our opponents. But in the meantime guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.